Hi everyone, welcome to Create Her. My name is Maria. I'm the founder of this sisterhood, and I'm so happy to have one of the most magical beings you will ever come across with us today. Her name is Betty Kay. She is a fine artist. She is beautiful, as you can see. She is a poet. She is a magical being, with works that are owned and curated. Her work has been curated in galleries across the U.S., in New York and Los Angeles and San Francisco, and her pieces are on the walls of the founder of Google, Sergey, and who else? Jeremy Piven, and my house, and so many really cool people have her art. And it's actually more than art. They're almost spiritual portals. And I'm so happy you're here. I'm not going to keep talking about you like you're not here. Hi, my love.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Welcome to Create Her. It's the first time we've been together here on the Create Her platform, and I'm so happy that you're here. Thank you for honoring us with this time and to bring your magic to my sisterhood. We always exchange magic, you and I, don't we? But it's the first time that you're bringing it over to the Create Her side, so I'm really grateful for that. So welcome.
Thank you. It is a privilege to be here with you and everyone here. It is a true privilege. Thank you.
So today we're going to do what you like to call soul retrieval meditation through art. And can we just talk about that a little bit? What do you mean?
What do I mean? Well, let's see. What do I mean? The soul that lives inside our body, that has been with us, is us, and has been for thousands of years, and will be for thousands of years after, can be attuned in such a way that we can call in all of the essence of our power in this current moment, in our current embodiment, and see it in front of us and use it as a mantra to mirror back to ourselves what is our truest essence in its simplest form.
That's just about perfect. That's just about perfect.
Just that.
Just a little soul retrieval on a Tuesday evening.
Just a little thing.
Just a little soul retrieval through art.
And then you go wash your dishes, and
absolutely, because life goes on in the material world. But I am so happy that we're doing this, because for me, art is my purest expression. And whether you consider, life is art, as the acting teacher Stanislavski said, life is art, or you're talking about fine art, or you're talking about movement, or you're talking about cooking, or whatever it is that enables you to express your true self without actually having to filter it and just be it. I think just be it. And so I think it's a beautiful modality of healing. I'm grateful for art, because when I don't have art in my life, I go a little bonkers. It's true. I get depressed. I feel unfulfilled. I feel anxious. And I think most artists feel that way, and that's why they're artists. But I think everyone has an artist living inside, don't you?
Oh, my goodness. Louise Bourgeois was an artist that I admired deeply. I think, she's been alive a very, very long time. And she does these giant spiders, these huge spiders. That's her biggest installation as of late. And I read something once that she wrote, and it stuck in my heart deeply, even before I was an artist. And she said, "I don't know why I do what I do. All I know is that I do it, and once I'm done, I feel better." It's that simple.
It's like an exorcism. Just get it out. It's true.
Let it move. Yeah,
let it move through you,
and then meet it, and understand it, and then make friends with it, and find a place for it, and then continue. Yes.
And carry on. Keep calm and carry on. It's all about grace. Yeah, it's all about grace in the end, right? It's all about grace. Getting through this life and these turbulent times as gracefully and beautifully as possible. And
fierce grace.
Fierce grace.
Fierce grace.
Beautiful. Well, I know we're going to do a little prayer. I've got my candles, and I know you do too. So just to bring us all together, we'll light our sage first. And you can light yours as well, and we'll bless this space and bless this moment in time that we get to share this gift of this moment in time is such a beautiful thing. And so with this tiny little sage bundle that I have, I bless this space.
And with this Palo Santo that I have, and I just learned something recently that I love about, Palo Santo and sage, and everyone has a different idea about it, but sage clears it completely, and Palo Santo keeps some of the sweetness that was there and clears anything that's just, needs to be cleared in the moment, apparently.
Nice. So it keeps the good stuff and gets rid of all the ick.
Little ick.
And then I always light 3 candles. One for our ancestors and all those who came before, all of our past. From the 5 seconds before this to the 5,000 years that you spoke about earlier. We give gratitude and thanks for all of it, because without it, without those shoulders to stand on, without those breaths that have been breathed for us, without that energetic DNA going through our beings, we wouldn't be here. And for that, we are so grateful. We're grateful for all the lessons that we've learned. We're grateful for all the sacrifices that have been made for us, and we give great thanks for our past. And we give thanks for this beautiful gift, this present moment in time. Oh my goodness, at 5:08 p.m. on this Tuesday. What glorious gratitude we have for this moment, my dearest Betty Kay, and for all of our girlfriends and sisters who are watching. Thank you for being here, for participating in this lovely moment, for the wellness that we have, and these smiles on our faces, and the gifts of this paint and this paper and this time, this technology that allows us to be together. Thank you for our health and our wealth and our homes and the bodies that carry us and the breath that we breathe and the flowers that are blooming and the sky that was blue today, and for the optimism that spring brings. We give thanks for this present moment. Ahe. And now we give thanks to our future, the Marias and BKs to come, all the sisters of tomorrow who we will become, for the world that we will make better, for the lessons we will learn, for the love we will give, for the joy we will feel, for the art we will make, and for the difference we make. For all of our tomorrows, we give thanks for the abundance and everything that's to come, this beautiful life. Ahe. That's my prayer. What's yours?
Thank you. That was beautiful. Loved it. Just loved it. Very classic. Really classic. What is my prayer for us on this day? My prayer for us on this day is that each of us stay deep within our own heart, and we know and we pray together as one, and continue to run the deep honor of fun.
And so it is.
And so it is. And with that, you can place your hands on your paper and bless this paper. Thank this tree that made this gift that is in front of us, that will imbue each of us with the essence of what needs to move clearly through us now. That made this gift. Yep. And I will introduce this large, this large creature behind me to start. This is the Lakota Thunderbird. It's in silver and gold leaf. Along the bottom, it has grounding, little white lines of grounding. And above it, it has the entire spectrum of color for freedom and expansion. And the eagle, that symbolizes the eagle, is the creature that is known to see above everything because it flies the highest. And because it can fly the highest, it can see everything that is happening below. So with this behind me, it's a reminder that each of us, in any situation that we ever end up in, can always choose to rise up and see truly what's happening. See with the grace and the open heart and the full wing expansion of what is happening, and find love for it, and find understanding for it, and find peace for all that is. It is a gift to be able to move in that way. And so from that behind, we'll move into ourselves here with this prayer and this next step. So I'm going to start with 3 cards. I am my dear beloved co-creator of In Pursuit of Magic and I have created a deck of words, and they have been remarkably accurate over the many years we've used them. So for this session, I think that I will pull one word. And that word is divinity. So we'll be working with the divine today. The divine in all things as it dance and ring and yell out, what is this thing? What is this thing? Okay, to begin, we're going to work with, I love circles. They're my favorite thing as of late because they allow all things and there's no place to hide. So find something around you that's a circle. Let's see, I have a cactus in a pot that talked to me once outside a window in Paris, and I smuggled him home. Don't tell the friends. So you take this, and you're going to put it on your paper, whatever it is. And then take your pencil or your pen. Let's see what I have near me. I have a pencil. And trace it. And as you're tracing it, think of the container that is you. Think of your own beautiful body that makes you home, that is your home. I grew up with a refrigerator magnet that said, if you don't take care of your body, where will you live? So this is where we live. This is our home. We're a whole circle. And to begin, we're going to get really centered in our own selves with our little circles. That if you have questions now, is it the right size? Did I pick the right thing that was near me? Know that what you chose was exactly what you were meant to choose. And everything is in complete and divine order. My request is to everyone to sit very straight in their spine. I like to rest my hands on my knees. If it's more comfortable to have your back rested against something, or if you want to flop down on the floor and lay down, all options are open. And what we're going to imagine within ourselves is our grounding color. And the way we're going to find that, so we're going to reach down through our perineum, to smack in the middle, at the bottom of us, and reach it to the center of the earth. And let that cord move through us. Up through our bellies. Our sacred bellies that create life, that all life flows through. Up or wrapped around our hearts. Through our necks, where we speak our truth. And up to the heavens, to the sky, to above us, a beautiful cord of light. Our own personal throne. Now put your hands out in front of you like a bowl, like a receiving bowl, and ask that you are shown your grounding color. And don't doubt what comes. Don't judge it. Don't try to make anything what it is. The first color that comes is the answer. And the truth is that this color may change throughout your life because the spectrum is always available. But today, for this moment, this is your color and you get to experience it. So whatever color came into your hand, you can hold it, put your hands together and hold that color. Take that energy in your hands and imagine the color and slowly place it in the middle of your circle. And now, and everyone should have paints with them or a paintbrush or any tools of art making. And look and see what color in your palette most closely matches the color that was in your mind's eye. And don't get frustrated if you don't see exactly the color, because you just imbued your canvas with the energy of the color. And so whatever color you choose that is similar will have that energy. So I'm going to give everyone, let's say, 3 minutes to put their first color on the canvas. Typically, for centering, I, for myself, choose the center, but others might choose the outside. This is just your grounding color. You can choose where it belongs. A dear friend of mine the other day, when I was talking about grounding colors, she said to me, well, everyone's grounding color is red. I said, what? Why is that? She's like, well, it's the root chakra color. And we laughed. We laughed for a while about it, because that's just an idea. It's somebody's idea of what a color was or what a color isn't. And then people try on this idea and think it's the only way that something can be. And it makes me think of these words that came through one day, and that is, anything you believe to be true will wrap itself around you, but you decide how long you play with each idea that comes your way. I think that's a perfect amount of time to have our grounding color. Everyone feel good about their grounding color? Oh, my goodness. The next one wants a card too. So we're going to pull one card for each section. Okay, what's the next card? Be receptive. Ah, right. Okay, so this has been one of my biggest practices as of late. I'm attuning it in a new way. I recently was commissioned to do a painting for someone, and the word that they asked for was you are so loved, was the phrase. I thought it was beautiful. This is great, perfect. And I've been making art for people for a decade. And when I went to go and put the words on the canvas, I wrote the words, I love you so. Completely just the different words came through. And I finished the canvas. Everything was perfect. I loved it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to ship it to you. And he said, oh, well, how was it? How do you feel about it? And I said, I love you so. It's the most beautiful phrase. I love it. It softens and deepens it. The so gives it depth. And he said, the phrase was, you are so loved. And I couldn't believe it, because this has not happened to me in a decade of making art for people to put the wrong words. And so I sat with it for a deep day, sitting with it. What was this about? And I realized that it's so easy for each of us to love, to give love. Easy, give love. As a woman, we give. Like, that's part of it. But to receive is very different. And with that, we have to have a container to receive, right? That which we have to have a big enough container to receive that which is to come. So we have our grounding. So our next color will be, what is our receptive color? What is our receiving color? What's going to widen our bowls of receptivity from let the light above us, let Pachamama come in, let God come in. What does our receiving color look like? So let's just sit with that for a minute. And maybe this time we can put our hands open, like open little bowls to the sky. And maybe you can like tilt your head back and open your heart. There's this poem that I love, and it goes, when you realize how perfect everything is, you'll tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. Oh. Okay, so with that, take your sacred little tool, your little paintbrush, magic little tool, and choose your second color. And personally, I am going to put the receptive color around the grounding color, because I think they'd like to hang out. But if you feel as if your receptive color belongs somewhere else, then you can put it there too. Even if you want to take your receptive color and put it on another page somewhere else around you, because you don't know if it wants to be near the grounding and that's how you feel, do it, because you are free. And sometimes I like when things blend together. So don't be afraid for things to blend. And keep in mind too, that everything that is happening in every moment is exactly how it's meant to be. I was reading this the other day about the novice and the experienced artist. And the novice, how does it go? The novice will stop what he's doing and destroy the easels and jade. In the process of creating, he'll destroy everything. But the experienced artist doesn't harm himself, herself, or anyone, and continues sculpting light. And also notice if your receiving color is affecting your grounding color, because it may be, and that's okay too, because everything affects everything else, and that is the nature of beingness. All right, let's move to our third. Use another card. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. I just have to share something that happened. I hear there's a little echo. Make sure I'm correct. The first card was divinity. The second word was be receptive. And I don't know how this happened in this deck. I've never seen this happen before, but I pulled be receptive again. I'm just going to honor that and how important this message is, not only for me, not only for you, Maria Cina Harrison, but for all of us right now as feminine, as women, to be receptive, to sit back in the throne of our birthright to receive. We no longer have to do anything except receive that which is ours by divine right. The next word that I chose is brave, which is interesting because it's actually my personal piece. One of my personal pieces that I've had since the beginning of creation is this little piece that says brave on it. I created it on Martha's Vineyard when I was teaching a class on magic at Taryn Toomey's first retreat for the class. It was wonderful. But brave, because in order to receive, in order to continue on this path of our life, we have to be brave, right? So I have this thing on my altar right now that says, love is a practice of bravery and trust. So for our third color that we're choosing, let's choose a color that makes us feel empowered and strong and brave. And I feel like the perfect thing to receive this maybe would be something strong. Choose a position in your body that makes you feel strong. It could be this, it could be this. Something that makes you feel strong. I'm choosing this. Think about if you were a warrior goddess. What color would your uniform be? What color would your outfit be for the battlefield? And enjoy how it comes. You might get a vision, might come like a feeling. And once it comes, find the joy in it. Feel the power in it. Feel the power of it in your bones. Know that you are home. And then put that color on your canvas. I'm personally choosing it to put it on the outside of receptivity, almost like a protection of the receptive part of ourselves, because we will be brave and fierce to protect our receptivity. Because you don't want to just go on receiving everything. You want to be discerning about what you receive. And as you paint brave, I'm going to read you a poem. It's called Courage. It wasn't against the stone or with the morning that it rose. It wasn't in the night or from the breakers that it came to me. It wasn't whistling in a nest or hiding in the breeze, none of that. It was a dark coal that had grown silent and one day came to light. Why did the coal alight? Perhaps from pain, because pain climbs until it snaps. Perhaps because someone listened and listened wholly. Perhaps because a flashing spark flew in and whispered the truth at your neck as sparks often do. How else could courage come? Courage born of love, not bravery. Courage making the canal wide with love when life would squeeze it thin. Courage only as wide as love can only water as much love is in the jar. You can invite her to your table and bring apples and grapes and wine and ask her to stay forever. She'll only smile, silver eyes hovering, and say, "You don't have to grasp me. No fist, no lock, no beekeeper's net. Store me in a dark closet somewhere. I don't mind being shut away among coat hems and rain boots. I am happy to wait and counsel spirits. Run strength up the walls while you can the apples and feed the children and stare at a patient moon. Or else pack her away somewhere, deep in your back, behind a kidney or below a hidden rib, and watch how she changes your spine. Let her move through you when you need her, like a sword, like a fire rush, like a wish for the world, like something soft and fluttering offered up from your hand." I don't know about you, but mine's getting pretty good. Maria, do you want to share your image so far, just to check in? Okay. It's like a peep show. It's a peep show. Oh, wow. Wow. Oh, it's so beautiful. You know, it's so interesting. Mine is the inverse of yours, the colors. Wow, right? We're yin and yang, balance, upside down and sideways. Yeah. Uh-huh. Ah, yes. Oh, I love that. I love that. And I was thinking when I felt into my color of like what is bravery and what is like what is my what am I wearing into battle? I just saw deep red. I saw deep dark earth red. Like that is what I would wear into battle, into a temple, into that field. Yes. Ah, yes. Yes. Uh-huh. It's so beautiful. You know, it's interesting. We both have the same receptivity color. Oh.
Can you hear us now, you guys? Ladies, can you hear us? I wonder where the sound went.
Oh, it's
Give me
completely gone?
give me a thumbs up, ladies. Let me know you can hear us. Check, test, test. Yes. Okay,
It's
Tracy. Yes. Yes, they can hear us
okay.
now. Okay, great.
We're back. Okay. We're back on. Okay. So obviously we need to have one more color to finish this outside. There's one more color. I feel pretty clear about it. Ah, perfect. Replenish. Our last card for this exercise, and replenish. So, what is it that's going to hold all of this? What is going to replenish? What is our replenishing? What is our sanctuary? What is our sanctuary color for this warrior, this receptive, brave warrior? What is our replenishing color? So to find the replenishing color, I'm going to place one hand on my belly, and I'm going to place one hand on my heart to receive the receptivity, the prayer, our color of prayer, our color of wholeness. And breathe it into your lungs. Breathe it into the cells of your body. Breathe it into the knowingness and the wholeness of you. And once you see the color, let it infuse every part of you. Let it surround you. Let it touch your skin on the outside. Replenish you. And once you have the color, grab your little paintbrush and paint your color of replenishment and prayer and receptivity that's going to hold this whole container, this grounded, receptive, brave container. I'm personally choosing 2 different shades of the same color just to see the range of the replenishment, the range of the color, right? Because there's so much spectrum. And the color I'm choosing happens to be the color that has most shades of any color on the planet. And beautifully so, that color is green because it's the most common and blessed color that is. It must be God's favorite color, it seems. But remember, whatever color that has come to you is perfect for this day, in this moment, in this experience. And as the colors blend, enjoy the feeling of watching them blend. Because who knows why it's happening. And if you feel called to redefine a color, add a color, do that. You are finishing your masterpiece of this moment right now. And I will give you some time to do just that. And I'll share something that came to me the other day. Love can heal anything. I know this for sure. It is the only thing that is totally pure. And as the colors saturate, you can watch bravery move into your replenishing. You can watch your centered self dance with your receptivity. And I hear the word, some things don't align so that other things can. Isn't it divine when you see the master plan? And as you're finishing, as you're completing your circle, think about what you would name it. What is this? This is an art piece in a museum, big museum gallery. What would a little piece of paper that's next to the painting, the divine painting that is you, that is your colored you in this moment, what would it be called? What would it be called? The good thing is you can always name something now. That's the choice beyond the choice. You can always name something now. Personally, today, I'm going to name my painting 9811 because it's the number that's on my wrist. And this is a combination for the gate that I wanted to go to when I was riding earlier today to get to the gate to get to the woods. And I see it as freedom. So for me, my little painting today is called 9811.
I love it. Mine is called Blossom.
Oh,
Because I've been spending so much time smelling all the blossoms. We have jasmine blossoming and roses blossoming, and so mine is called Blossom.
oh, so beautiful.
And it's so funny because as you were saying, and as the colors drip into one and blend into one another, my purple went like straight through my core. Like straight through, like a thunderbolt, all on its own. It was like listening to your voice going, mix it up. And in your magical way, you got right to the heart of things.
To me, I see an angel, and I see Angel. You know, I see like Angel Adams. Like I see flowers. Oh, it's like an angel. You made an angel flower blossom. It's so beautiful. Mine is this mysterious.
Wow, it's like an eye.
It is glowing.
How beautiful.
Eye. You know what it feels like? The eye of a dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the eye of the dragon.
Or of like of some kind of amphibian, some kind of reptilian.
Totally. Yeah, like little creature, magical reptilian creature. It's so fun.
So we have one of our sisters is saying hers is called Unfound, and the other is called Cradle the Divine Light. What else do we have? And I don't know if you meant to have Unfound with a 6M in it, but I think that's kind of cool. Unfound 6M, whatever that means. It's pretty cool.
Oh, beautiful. You know, we get so caught up with words and letters, but like numbers are so fun too, right? They're so defined, like anything.
We had an amazing numerologist on here last week. Yeah, she was really, really phenomenal. Her name is Nikki Simadides, and she was so good about the divinity of numbers and the energy of numbers. And she's really, really gifted.
Oh, I love that. It's so fun. I realized recently that you can have a crush on a number. You know, you can actually like fall in love with a number. Like, I've got a number. You know.
What number has your heart right now?
I think I already shared 9811.
Yeah, 9811. 9811. And in numerology, if you were to add those up, that's a 17, 18, 19. So that's a 10, that's a 1.
Oh, which is my number.
There you go.
So I have a crush on myself. Don't tell anyone. Please don't tell anyone about this thing, this crush on myself. People might think I'm, something.
Very good.
What a divine thing to have a crush on yourself.
What a divine thing.
What a divine thing that dances and rings and yells. What is this thing? What is this thing?
This sweet and glorious thing.
Sweet and glorious thing, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Blessings to everyone that works with this. Blessings to you that you are doing this work and holding this space for all these women, like my sacred, secret words that I can't say. my forever heart.
I love you.
I love you.
Thank you for gracing us. It was wonderful. You magical being. You guys, if you want to see more of Betty K's work, you can see it at bettyk.com, right? bettyk.com, and you can see all of her glorious artwork there. I was actually going to bring it up, and then I forgot because I was so enraptured just looking at you that I forgot to bring it up. But her work is spectacular. She's a really prolific and gifted artist, so you should definitely check her work out at bettyk.com. You can follow her on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
Betty K.
Betty K. I should know it by heart by now. But yeah, you can follow her there as well, and of course you can find her here through our sisterhood. So thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. And
I love you so much.
And the rainbow behind you reminds me of a rainbow that we called in together at one time in a very early morning at Burning Man. So I'm glad to see that it's still hanging out with us. I love you very much. Thank you for being
I love
here. To all my sisters watching, thank you so much. If you wouldn't mind putting in the chat where you're watching from, so that we know where we're reaching. And if you're watching this at a later time, please send us some love and some emojis and some comments, and so that you know we know that you liked it as much as we did.
Yeah.
Many blessings, my sisters. Thank you, Betty K. From my house to yours. Many blessings, mind, body, spirit, finance, and everything in between. God love you. Bye, everyone. Bye for now.
Bye for now.